Brittany Bowens, Craig Davis, Darion Vance, Brenda Bowen, Jeanette Gus, Judge Gloria Lopez, Daycare Center, Joe Vance Sr. Each one of those individuals, names I just called out, all failed Malia Davis, each one of them. One cannot talk about the other. Each one failed this little girl. 8 pictures were sent to me. Each one shows Malia with some kind of mark on her face or her body somewhere. All of those individuals failed Malia Davis. Good evening. Welcome to Injustice Investigations. I'm your host, Al Scott. Thank you all for tuning in. I see you all are here from Kentucky. Thank you for tuning in. Virginia's here. Houston, Texas. I know y'all here. Somebody's from Houston, Texas. Okay, good evening. Good evening. The pleasure is all mine. Thank you kindly. Thank you all for tuning in to tonight's show. Hopefully we won't go off air tonight. Hopefully. I think we got that together. I see Baltimore is here, ATL. Okay. Tennessee. I have a sister in Tennessee. Los Angeles, California. Thank you for tuning in as well. Now, let's get right to it. First of all, let me say thank you. Uh, you all have filled up my inbox, email, South Carolina, good evening. I have hundreds and hundreds of emails from you all asking where was I, what went wrong, and when you found out what Facebook did to me. Uh, you all were there for me, and I greatly appreciate that. I love you guys too. It is nothing but LOVE. Thanks for believing in me and supporting this channel. I am all about telling the truth. We don't give you no sugar-coated shit cookies here. If you don't like it, you're on the wrong damn channel. If you're on my injustice page and you don't like the things I said, I don't know why in the hell you're on it. Because I'm going to say what the hell I want to say. That I'm going to do. Indiana. Okay, he's here. Pittsburgh. Okay, I see Miss Topics is in the house this evening and Meyer. Now listen, let me tell you what happened Sunday. Uh, and this probably is going to be a good show tonight. Um, I know for a fact that Brittany watches this channel. I know for a fact that a lot of her friends and her family are on my injustice page. Well, let me say this to you. I'm glad you guys are here. I am. But the only reason you're here is because you know this Negro got you right. And Brittany Bowens and company, it's just a matter of time. You will be locked up. Brittany Bowens and company, it's just a matter of time. You will be locked up. Jeanette, that includes your fat ass too. You will be locked up. Now, a lot has happened within the last few days about this case. Malia Davis will be laid to rest June the 22nd in a private ceremony. Uh, and I was speaking with a friend today, and uh, I was asking them why did they think it had to be private. It's something I never thought of. I just thought because they knew that if Brittany comes, all hell may break loose, and that was part of it. But the lady said someone is gonna yell out, Malia, why Brittany, why'd you do this? And then all hell's going to break loose because 98% of the world wants to whoop Brittany's ass. We may not get a chance to do it, but Brittany, when your ass go to jail, they gonna get that ass. They don't like the child predators, and they don't like parents who kill their children. And you fit both categories. So you best to enjoy life best you can right now, because in the twinkling of an eye, your fat, lapidated, diabolical ass is gonna be locked up. I promise you that. And there's nothing you or your family or your friends can do that will stop me from speaking. That's why you're here. That's why you're here. But listen, if you're upset with the shit that I say about this case, imagine the shit that I don't say that I know about this case that HPD know as well. You think you pissed now at me? I'm gonna make you hate me in a minute. I'm gonna make you hate me. Uh, we was blocked from Facebook. Simple post, nothing wrong with it. They got pissed. Well, here's what you don't know. Facebook don't pay no bills. When you do super stupid shit like that, it makes me come back harder when they do let me come back. Because I'm gonna tell it all. You know, Ursha said, "These are my confessions, and if I'm gonna tell it, I gotta tell it all." Tamika Wallace, good afternoon to you. I see you. Thanks for tuning in to today's show. I see Duncan. Don't sweat the haters. You know what? Yeah, because 50 Cent said, if they hate, let them hate, watch the money pile up. Yeah, I remember that. So anyway, we've disputed the claim that we went against their community standards. You know, I know we didn't. And, you know, it's funny because what's his name? Mark Zuckerberg is refusing to take down a post because he speaks on freedom of speech. He won't take it down. But when you do freedom of speech on his shit, he takes it down if they're in disagreement with it. I think it's ridiculous for Facebook to immediately block someone because someone says they don't like their post or what they said. Sure, you should investigate that shit first. It just might be somebody doing something for the hell of it, and you block them. The message will still go out. The message will still go out. I promise you that. So hopefully in a couple of days or so we'll be back. But uh, until then, we're here every night the rest of this week at 7 p.m. Now, here's what got messed up. We had a show scheduled for each night up until uh, Malia Davis' funeral. It was gonna go from the beginning until how we got here, but that block screwed that up, so we wasn't able to uh, to do that and stuff. But Malia, we love you, and I will continue to fight for you as long as I live. Uh, your story will never die. If I live to be 100 years old, Malia, your story will never die. Now, the other day, Miss Farris called me, and she was upset. Felicia, somebody said Clark says never. Amen, never. And I asked her what was wrong. She said somebody from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, had called her. I said, okay, about what? Well, she wanted to know about the post that we put up with when Injustice Investigations teamed up with I Care and the Winfield Funeral Home in Shreveport, Louisiana. Uh, we were getting funds together so that Shreveport can do their part and send their love to Malia Davis in form of some flowers. Well, the first problem came when a lady asked, uh, "Where are the donations going?" Super stupid. Super stupid. My response is this: I don't know how that post possibly confused you. I just don't know how that confused you. I mean, it's just right there in black and white. She comes back, but you don't have to get an attitude because I just want to know what was going on because people have fraud. I said, well, if you would read, if you would read, you would have known where the funds was going. He ain't said nothing about buying no damn car, buying no burgers or no house. He said a flower, a flower. So I went and looked her up. And after I found out who she was, I took her ass off and I blocked her. They're all good friends. They're all good friends. Brittany's friends with the bullshit. So anyway, the lady told Miss Ferris that she didn't want us to do that. She just basically wanted us to. Why don't you just? I'm paraphrasing. Why don't you just send some? Y'all just send some money because it's gonna go to Brittany anyway. You out your rabbit motherfucking ass, man. I wouldn't send 25 goddamn cents to that motherfucking killer. Fuck Brittany. Are you fucking Brittany? Fuck that motherfucker. She killed her child. She will need money on her books when she go to prison. That's when she's really gonna need it. She don't need it now. She's gonna need it when a fat ass go to prison. So anyway, I called the lady and I spoke with her. She's real nice. She's real nice, real pleasant. I'm not gonna call her name, but she told me she was with the family. And I said, "Well, what side are you on? Brittany?" "No, we don't fool with them." I said, "Okay, all right, okay." Now, does that mean she was telling the truth? Fuck no. My thing is this here. If you have a problem with anything with that post, you got Miss Farris' number on there, and you have Winfield Funeral Home name on there. And Winfield been in business for decades. They don't get into no shady bullshit. They don't do it. All you have to do is call them. That's all you have to do. That's all you had to do. But I know where this is going. She was real nice, and we eventually took care of the issue and stuff. And so I don't know what they're doing now. Miss Farris is gonna go ahead and continue on to do something different and stuff. But basically, they wanted us to just send funds, and we wasn't gonna do that. It's just not gonna happen. I don't give a fuck if Brittany never eat again. It wouldn't hurt her fat ass anyway. So now, uh, and with that being said, there are so many of her family and friends on this live feed right now because I've seen them. I know who you are. They got different names and shit. They're on this live feed right now. You're here because you want to see what I'm talking about when it comes to Brittany. It's simple. Brittany orchestrated Malia Davis' death. There is a big time gap that just can't be filled. It just can't be filled. So the delay, we may not find out how Malia died or was killed because the body was dismembered. Allegedly, a Moor ran over the bag that was in the woods. Allegedly. They still will proceed with a case. It may be harder to prosecute without the exact cause of death, because if you can get the exact cause of death, I'm sure you're going to be able to put Brittany's fat ass right there with her daughter. It is no doubt in my mind that Malia Davis was dead. Malia Davis had been killed before Brittany Bowens left her house. Had been killed. Had been killed. M2 Pop, Mr. Scott, glad to catch you live. Thank you. I'm glad you caught the live show as well. Um, do you remember when Malia, for about 2 or 3 seconds, she kind of paused, like she didn't want to go in there? I'm thinking she knows what goes on when she go behind that door. Uh, and that may have been it, but I spoke with another lady today that contacted me a couple of weeks ago. I'll tell you about her in just a little bit. And she said, no, what I think was going on is that she paused because Darion and Brittany had been arguing with one another. Brittany may have been in that door and said something loud, and it may have startled her, and that's why she kind of hesitated. And it's something to think about. But Brittany has tried her best to prove where she was, and she can't do it. I was told today she sent out another ticket or something like that. I don't give a fuck about no tickets. I don't give a fuck about no damn receipts. Brittany, I need to see your fat ass, not sitting in the airport. I need to see your fat ass getting on a plane at a Pacific time. That's what I need to see. Maybe tomorrow night. I don't know. I'm working with a lady by the name of Tasha. She's got this timeline thing down pat. And what she has to say may fill in that gap. She's been on this for a while. And she wanted me to relay this message to you, Brittany. She said, tell Brittany, you will not outsmart all America. It's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. I'm on your ass like white on rice. I know you did it. The police know you did it. But knowing you did it and proving it is two different things. Where's all the video footage, Melissa? Exactly. That's what we need. Melissa asked about the video footage. We need the video footage of you in that airport at a Pacific time, going and coming. It's as simple as that. Brittany Bowens spoke to the media right when this first happened. I had to go back and watch that video because uh, someone told me to pay close attention to a couple of things in that video and then another one. And I did. Here's what I forgot to tell you all a couple of weeks ago. When Brittany went before the cameras, here's what she did. And people do it all the time, mainly celebrities or police chiefs or mayor or whatever. Here's what she did when she came there. I just want me, hey, my family, hey, my family. She never calls her baby. She always calls her Malia. Malia. Then she walks to the mic. Money, money, money. You go to head shaking shit again. Here's what she said. My name is Brittany Bowen. Nobody asked her to do this yet. After she gives her name, here's what she says. Britta. Bitch, please, what? What mother don't know where her daughter's at and she might be dead is thinking about spelling her fucking name out before the damn fucking camera so they can get it right? You spelled your fucking first and last name. Big blubber butt ass. Really? You fucking serious? Watch. So now we got the shaking of the head. I just want to live. I just want to live. I just want to live. And just as quick as she's trying to cry, bam, boom, she turns it off. I don't want to ask no questions. I just want to talk about this here, the flies. That's okay. Well, I guess it's got to be fucking okay because your fat ass just said you won't ask no questions. The media, I couldn't hear what the lady was asking, but because of that question, it entered into her mind. I can't go do this here. I'm gonna fuck up. Didn't want to answer no questions. That's another red flag. Here's something that she didn't do. Brittany thinks she's got this in the bag. I think somebody named Jermone thinks she does. She does. Good evening, Miss Howard Bet Lewis. Malia had several brain surgeries, right? And watch this. When Brittany is standing there talking about her daughter, you need everything that you can get, everything you can hear to try to help find this little girl. Brittany never says that never talks about her brain surgeries and that she's on medication. And it's a life or death situation. I need the public to know this because it's of great urgency anytime a child goes missing, but especially when a child is on some medication. That bitch never said. Never said, because she don't give a fuck. She don't give a fuck. She never said. Never tell us about Malia needing medication. 227 into the video, Brittany says, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. Bye, bitch. Now, look, here's what I noticed. Nobody comes up to console her. You got, I guess, her entourage in the back, but a couple of them are looking at her like, girl, please, stop the drama. They never do. Never come up. Never hug her. Never. Never. Thank you for your blessings. I think it said Charles or something, I think. Now here's what happens after Brittany can't do it, can't do it, can't do it, can't do it no more. Brittany Bowens comes to the mic. Brittany's mother. Thinks she's sincere. She tells Malia, I promise I'm going to take you to Lake Charles like I promised you last week. She gives us more information about Malia than her daughter did, which is her mother. But here's what her mother did. I'm sure some of y'all caught this. The mother said they kept asking her questions and she answered the best she could. And some she just said, I don't want to talk about that. I can understand that she want to talk about Darion and what was going on. And I respect that. Her mother said, the reporter asked her something, and she said, there are a lot of things that's not clear to me. Watch this. Brittany's mother says, there are a lot of things that's not clear to me. And she looks over at Brittany. The mother knows something's not right. She even began to give the timeline and even told the reporters, I know it don't make sense. It don't make no damn sense to me. All Brittany's mother was saying is, I don't know what has happened to my granddaughter, but I don't believe a damn word that Brittany is saying. She couldn't believe Brittany sat there for 2 hours and then decided she would text her and ask her to come and get her. Then they go to the apartment. Brittany don't have, I don't have the keys. Ms. Tasha brought this to my attention today. In another interview, she said, asked her why you didn't go in or something. She said, because they had the keys. They had the keys. Who is they? Vince is the only somebody that should have a key. She said they. Oh, Vince and the kids. No! Vince and whoever is with him. They have the key. So she knew when she went there at night, after midnight, the car wasn't going to be there. Darion Vince probably took the car, parked it somewhere up the street. And then after they left, she texted, go ahead and get it and go back to where you got to go. So who was driving the Nissan Altima that the three Hispanic men had stole from Darion Vince when they kidnapped Malia Davis? I don't know, but maybe they changed their mind and didn't want to see Darion Vince walk with his son, and they gave him a ride to the hospital. Or maybe Brittany's fat ass was in the driver's seat. Or maybe Darion's Vince's brother Joe was in the driver's seat. Or maybe fat ass what won't she do for a goddamn Klondike bar, Jeanette Gus could have been driving it. There are so many people in Malia Davis' circle. And all of those people that were the closest to this little girl are all suspects to me because they all felt her, all of them. And Brittany still floats through life like nothing is going wrong. I think his brother had something to do with it. I do too. Somebody said they think his brother had something to do with it. You have trolls here. Yes, I do. I know Jeanette's here. I know Brittany's here. I know all of them here. And that's wonderful. Welcome. Welcome. I'm glad y'all here. But uh, in a minute, every damn thing is going to come to the light. Same thing make you laugh will make you cry. Brittany says she don't know why the world has taken to her daughter so when she was being interviewed. What? I don't know. The, this is KHOU, I think, was interviewing her. Asked her about the picture that's getting the most attention with the two little bob things, and she's got the gap there, and it was taken in at the beach. And the reporter asked her to explain that picture. She said, "You can't explain the fucking picture. That's your damn daughter. Say something about her." Yeah, her spirit's her spirit. Now, why hasn't Brittany been arrested? Timing is everything. I promise you she will be. And some more people. She will be. Let's get to the body. I want you to think about this in a different light. Now, we remember when Malcolm X with the toupee was representing Brittany Bowens. He was her spokesperson. Let's clear up this real fast. I got into an argument with someone about this other day, I think on Facebook, said, well, you keep saying that Brittany said Darion molested Malia. Brittany never said that. You're right. She never did say that. She told it to Malcolm X with the toupee. And anytime I speak for people all the time, anytime you have a spokesperson speaking for you, it's the same as you speaking because you have told them to say this or say that, which means you give your approval. So what they're saying, you are okay with it. Brittany did not stand her fat, lapidated, diabolical ass up one fucking time and said, Malcolm X the toupee. He didn't molest her. I didn't say that. You know why she didn't? Because the bitch said it. So Darion Vince he's heterosexual. He is a child molester because he molested Malia, and he's also gay because he had a picture of his dick in his phone sent it to another man. We now know that was a lie. I wonder why he didn't molest his son then. I mean, if he's gay, I wonder why. I wonder why. Don't make any sense. It don't make any sense because the shit didn't fucking happen. Or if it did, Brittany condoned it, was okay with it, and probably participated in it. Earlier in another interview, she was saying that she's holding on with the help of God. You don't have no relationship with God. Call on somebody you know. You have no relationship with him because you're evil. You killed him. You killed him. You orchestrated it. I don't give a damn if you was in Mississippi at the time of her death. It's just the same as you being there because you orchestrated it. You did it. You signed your own daughter's death warrant. You. And you won't get away with it. Because as long as I live, Malia Davis' story will never die. Never die. Never die. I got so much I wish I could give y'all, but I can't. It's not time. It's not time. It's not time. The guy that said, the inmate, I am the one who initially told investigators where they could find Malia Davis' body. He didn't lie. I gave you a hint when it first came out. Here's what he says. Darion Vince said Malia Davis died from the flu in her sleep. The inmate then tells Darion, nobody's going to believe that. There are pictures of her walking behind you. She wasn't sick. Later, the inmate, David, why did you hide the body? Vince, I panicked because of the time she had fractured her skull. Stop right there. He said, I panicked because of the time she had fractured her skull. There's truth in that, and there's a lie in that. Malia Davis didn't fracture her skull. Somebody did. Somebody did that. She didn't do that. Somebody did that. So when you tell it all. Tell it all. Somebody did that. Now, I think the next day, Vince says, she was sitting on my lap and I tossed her off and her head hit the wall. I think that's a lie. Why was she sitting on your lap? Why did you just look at her and throw her? She's brain surgery. You don't have to throw her. I mean, if you hit her too hard, she could probably die. Why would you do that? It's difficult to know when Darion Vince is telling the truth because his story, just like Brittany Bowens, continued to change. Brittany Bowens was the woman and the man of that house. She was like a female Nino Brown. Probably used to beat Vince's ass. Somebody said the lap stuffer already don't like Miss B. I didn't like that part either, but we have to remember he might be lying. I honestly think he's protecting fat ass. What I do for a Klondike bar, Brittany, while she's throwing his ass up under the bus because she's trifling like that. Trifling like that. Anytime your mother would distance herself from you and your child is missing and then found dead, anytime your own mother separates, as in divide, split from your ass, that's sad. That means one thing. She's your mother, and she knows you've done something that was right. And what you did, not only to your daughter, you did to her granddaughter. She can't stand to look at your fat ass. That's why I think she is distancing herself from Brittany. Brittany talks through everybody. Fuck sending messages. Bring your fat ass out and talk. Open your mouth. You don't want to come and let me interview you because when I get through with your fat ass, you're gonna be in handcuffs. Because I'm gonna make you turn straight on your goddamn self. I promise you. I promise you. That's why you don't want to come to me. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna get one to the guy in Houston, Texas. You're going where they're gonna be easy with your ass. I'm not. I'm not. If I'm wrong, well, I'm not gonna ask you for an interview anymore. We did the last one, I think last week. We said at 12:01 midnight, we're done with that shit. You don't want me to do it because I'm gonna bring some shit out. I'm not ain't nobody off the fucking table. Nothing. Nothing. I'm gonna let all of them run. And we're gonna do it live. You ain't gonna do that. You going where they're gonna go easy at. You're gonna sit there with that shaking of the head like a goddamn elephant. Brittany shows no remorse for Malia Davis simply because there is no remorse because she hated her child. I'm gonna say it again. She hated her child. She hated her child. She hated her child. Brittany is a poor excuse for a mother. Now, the inmate alleges I told the investigators this 5 days before her body was found. And not only did I do that, he alleges he also sent them a handwritten note that was given to him from Darion Vince telling where Malia's body was. Now, go back and pull up my YouTube video when Malcolm X with the toupee come forward with alcoholic Tim Miller, whatever his name is from Equisearch. He gave me a confession. He gave me a confession. He may have, I doubt it. Here's what happened. Brittany told him, or if what the inmate's saying is true, and I believe it, they went and they saw that conniving and shit, underhand shit. Get the credit for it. I can't say he told me if I don't go meet with him. Darion Ben. I mean, Malcolm X with the toupee. So it comes out. I believe the young man simply because the day he alleges he spoke with investigators the next day. I don't know this woman from Adam. She sent me an email of what he said. I read it 2 or 3 times. Never said a word. Never said a word. I believe he's telling the truth. He says they waited too long to go get Malia's body because it was already dismembered, but then the lawnmower hits it, and that makes it worse. It makes it more difficult to determine her cause of death. But had they acted on that tip, we may have the results by now. Several people uh, think that Malia's body wasn't placed there in the beginning. It was placed somewhere else. For instance, when speaking with Tasha, she believes that the body was probably left where he alleges the 3 Hispanic males kidnapped him at, and then later it had to be moved. So either he moved it with his brother, or he moved it with uh, Brittany, or Brittany moved it with his brother, or all three moved it. It's I want you to pay attention to things that just don't make any goddamn sense. If I have a road crew out there and you see this big bag and there's blood and worms coming out of it, don't worry about it. That's not unusual. People put animals in there and throw them, discard 'em. Okay, but if that would be the case when you came back a couple of days later, the bag was still there. How in the fuck do you make a mistake and roll over it? Something's not adding up. Spoke with Miss Young earlier. She says the bag wasn't thrown in the woods. It was just like right there. Hard to miss. Hard to miss. There are so many twists and turns in this shit. I keep telling you, it's like a lifetime movie. You don't know who in the fuck to trust. Everybody's Everybody is suspect in this. I mean, everybody. Malcolm X with the toupee. Here's my thing about his crooked ass. I believe he was working both sides. He was working with the police. He came out. That's why he spoke with such gospel conviction about Brittany being failed by the state and everybody else. And when they asked me to go back and watch that video today, when they were sitting down, here's what he said. Exactly about what was going on there. He said, and I know a lot more. And in a little while, I'm going to tell everything. Malcolm X with the toupee was talking about Brittany. He knew she did. When he said that, we thought at first, and she thought that he was talking about Darion because he was believing the shit she was telling him. But when Malcolm X with the toupee said, I got some more to tell everything. Talking about Brittany, fat ass. You've been playing. I believe he played both sides. Somebody said they fixed him up to be the hero. Listen to live again. Princess. She said what seems that I couldn't read that. That's too fast. Whatever she said is a goddamn lie. Brittany lie. I don't even know if Brittany has a real fucking name. Let me see the birth certificate. So I believe he was playing both sides. Look at his timing. The last day I think he represented her, everybody felt her. Well, a couple of days later, your ass felt her too because you left. Next couple of days, you went to go see. I mean, it's some wrongdoing shit in the midst of what's already wrong. It's as simple as that. Somebody must pay, or somebody's must pay for this, for Malia's tortured life and her death. Now, Craig Davis, I don't know how you call yourself a fucking man. You carry your little bitch ass to go get your daughter, and they give you the son, Peyton, and well, you can't get her. She has the flu. Bye. And you carry your what the fuck? Boy, this is your daughter. She done had brain surgeries. And a man tells you she's sick. She ain't going, okay, bye. Bullshit. Bull fucking shit. You're not gonna tell me I can't see her. You're not gonna tell me I can't take her with me. You better get your ass out my motherfucking way before it be some sad singing and slow driving and you just walk off. But you the daddy. I keep trying to tell y'all. Craig Davis ain't no goddamn saint. The results might have been, if not the same, if he had pretty damn close to it. Remember, he has a case with CPS. Same as Brittany, neglect, abuse. Come on. What man says okay to another man about not letting him see his child, especially a girl, and she's sick and she got the flu? Well, if that's the goddamn case, come on with daddy. And I don't give a damn if she in there jumping fucking ropes and shit. Don't you ever have the audacity to tell me that I can't see or get mine. You're crazy. But Craig Davis let it win. He let it win. Now, Brittany Davis, fat ass. Somebody, and y'all stop sending me these fucking goddamn emails from Brittany. Brittany, kiss my ass, or you call me. All this fucking bullshit. Yeah, but you don't know. Why you don't talk? This is that Brittany was there, so she was riding around in the car. Well, there wasn't no goddamn ride along. It was a walk along. I don't give a fuck if she's sitting out there with Secret Service. Bitch, get out the car. You ain't that goddamn motherfucker scared. You ain't your goddamn ass at Taco Bell and TJ Maxx. Ain't no goddamn security. Come on with the bullshit, people. Stop with the fucking bullshit. Brittany is a killer. Bottom goddamn line. She in the motherfucking car. Bitch, please. You wasn't at the, when the plane landed, you wasn't there. The mayor proclaimed June 9th, Malia Davis Day. Your ass allegedly showed up in a fucking car. Really? You could have watched that shit from your goddamn phone at the house then. You all keep trying to do damage control for Brittany Bowens, but you're fucking up because you don't know how to do it. But you're also implicating your shit into some bullshit. If you didn't have nothing to do with it, you will. And all y'all that won't tell what you know, when they get her ass, and then they start interrogating you out, and then you talk too goddamn late. Too goddamn late. Before and after. Lock his ass up too. Lock up fat ass up too. I gotta get some water. Now, all those names that I called when we first started, they all failed. Somebody had to see something. Somebody had to know something. Sometimes you can just look at a child and see something ain't right. Something's not right. You talk about the laundry basket, but you don't say a goddamn thing about a black garbage bag. We got two goddamn date sickles. She said they did laundry on the 1st, and I think her mother said they did it on the 29th. So which fucking day did y'all wash your dirty clothes? Somebody's lying. Everybody's lying, and everybody's telling half truth. But evidence don't lie. Forensics don't lie. And body language tells us a story your mouth would never utter. Brittany is not a mother. Brittany should commit suicide and die and make the world a better place. This one little girl, Malia Davis, she has not the United States, she has the whole world standing still, waiting the outcome of why and how did this happen to this child. Kids have been killed before by their parents. No big deal. But it's something about this little girl. Everybody is stopping. Everybody wants to know what's going on. She said, I just thought about that. The reporter asked her from the first day. They put the news alert out. Every day after that, everybody would be talking about your daughter. Everybody. Do you ever watch the news? No. You don't watch the news? No. Social media? No. No. Really? No. Shaking of the head. No. Okay. Shaking of the head, drops the head. I can't make eye contact with you because my eyes may tell it all. Who is all that channel right? Block them out. I see that bullshit. I don't. Yeah. Oh, where are they at? Somebody just told me. Is this it here? I got to. I don't know how to do this. Somebody keeps writing in fucking Chinese and shit, and they just told me to block it. Uh, I'm trying to find it. And so I don't know why you hear that fucking bullshit. Probably somebody in Brittany's. No, Brittany ain't that goddamn smart, stupid ass. She ain't no goddamn fucking China and shit. Okay, here we go right here. Can I get them or what? Oh, I don't know. I'm not used to doing this shit, but when it's over, I'm gonna go take their ass off. You silly, super stupid motherfuckers. Dumbass. Dumb as a box of goddamn rocks and shit. You all are some insensitive, low down, dirty, trifling, insignificant, existing just to be existing, low down bastards and shit. I mean, some of you serious. Your mama should have been getting her ass whooped, playing checkers or dominoes or in a club dancing instead of laying down trying to get a fucking nut just to create a goddamn nut. Why would you come on here and write all that shit in Chinese, you ignorant bastard? Just fucking pathetic. Pathetic. Sick. You some sick bastard. But all you do is prove my point. That's it. You're not going to stop me from talking. As long as I live, my little story will never die. And Brittany, I'll be in Houston next month. We need to get together and have tea and coffee. On me. I'm coming. you will pay for what has happened to this little girl. It should never hurt for a child to go home. The daycare center says they hadn't seen her since April 26th. Now, I don't know if they reported that or not, but if they did not report that to the authorities, then they fucking wrong. I don't want to hear the bullshit about, well, we kept calling, nobody would answer. You got it. This is a child, and you know her situation, and she hadn't been seen since the 26th. Now, maybe they did, I don't know, but if you didn't, you were wrong. So many could have saved this child's life. I believe by the time Craig Davis got there, though, that it was probably too late. I believe Malia was already dead, and she was in there, and they was getting ready to go move the body. Now, let's go back to the laundry thing right quick. In there, when we talk about uh, uh, the trash bag, and many saying that's Malia, and it might be Malia. Now we can't say for sure. It might be, but uh, it was pretty heavy. I'm going through and blocking them out for you. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, Miss Young's trying to block them out now. I owe you big time. Get them motherfuckers off, silly bastards. And so that could have been her body in there, but that just if that was her body in there, it had to be some more things in there, like the tools used to dismember her body, towels, rags, clothes, or something, because it was just a little too full. Uh, and so I think Darion Vince was just a cleanup man. I don't think he actually did, and he may have, but I just don't think he did. I don't think he molested the child. Uh, when I first started covering this story, my first thing is that I wonder how is his mental state. I wonder how is his mental state. I believe he cared about Malia. I believe he loved her. And someone said, well, "How can he care about her and love her?" And he put a body in a bag and throw it. I said, "Well, first of all, we don't know who put the body in the bag. If the body was in the bag, we don't know." But yeah, so supposedly he says he took it and he got out the car, went to the back, dumped it over there. He can do that and still love her because his love for Brittany Bowens is higher than his love for that little girl. He'll do anything that motherfucker tell him to do. He'll eat a bowl of goddamn shit and ask the doctor would two more scoops hurt. She's a manipulator. Brittany, you are an embarrassment. Nothing about you says mother. Nothing. Every time I watch your videos, I get pissed. I was watching two of your videos that they told me I had to watch before the night show. And I called and I said I had to get up. I had to get up because I'm watching your body language and you're sitting there lying. You show no fucking remorse. Your daughter's picture is on the monitor. You won't even look at it. No, she's guilty. Her conscience, that bitch ain't got no conscience. She just don't want to see her. That's it. But I promise you this. You're going to pay in this life and you're going to pay in the life after. And when your big ass get to prison, because you're going, tell your mother, money out, DOC number on there, because you're going. One other thing, you need to prepare yourself for an ass whooping. They're going to whip your ass. And protective custody in my ass, let me tell you something. Them guards will unlock a fucking door and go sit down and turn their back. They're going to get you, Brittany. They're going to get you. They're going to get you. And I hope they get you to where it's brutal for your ass. I don't want them to kill you. I want them to fuck you up so you will remember that ass whipping for the rest of your goddamn life. If you just fuck her ass up, you're trifling. You're sad. You're an embarrassment to your goddamn self. And the people that are in your immediate circle that protects you, I wonder about y'all state of mind. This is a little girl that caught the attention of the whole world. The love that she now has, she should have had from day one, but she didn't. She didn't. She did. Surveillance video, don't lie. And what you think the police don't know, I promise you they know. I promise you that. All of you who continue to post on Malia Davis from my heart to yours, I thank you kindly. Uh, as said the other night, mothers often say, I don't see. It's hard for them to believe that Brittany would do that because a mother wouldn't do that, and so they're right. A mother wouldn't, but a trifling mammy would do that, and then some. This child lived a tortured life up until her death. A tortured life up until her death. And when he asked her, he says, "Why didn't you leave him with relatives?" Her aunt. Aunt stays out of town. What about your grandmother, her mom? She never answers that. The guy said, "Well, what about the Davis family?" Oh, they came and got paid. She said, "What about Malia?" They should have asked for it. If I'd have been that interviewer, I'd slap that bitch right then. I swear to God, I'd slap her out that motherfucking chair. Her big oversized elephant ass would have flipped over. She said, and with attitude, they should have asked for it. You know what? You're right. If they had asked for it, maybe she would be alive. Brittany, I wish you nothing but pain and horror the rest of your goddamn life. It ain't over. You didn't get away. In the twinkling of an eye. Houston PD, open up. Let's go. Jeanette, assume the fucking position too with your fat, sour looking ass. Built like a goddamn dill pickle. Look, I love y'all. I thank y'all for tuning in. Best of luck. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 p.m. You all have sent me so many emails and inboxed me because you hadn't seen me on Facebook, and I appreciate that. I can feel the love. Some of you even made me shed some tears there, and because I love what I do, and I'll be doing this until the day that I die. Malia Davis, as long as I live, your story will never die. I'm Al Scott with Injustice Investigations. Bitch, Lord willing, we'll see you tomorrow night. And remember, I'm not always right, and you are not always wrong. Thank you. Y'all enjoy your evening. What?